Hi Gemini, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading for December. I hope you guys are all well. I'm going to take a quick second to remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every single Gemini, so just take what resonates for you, leave the rest for someone else. Keep in mind that the energies can reverse, so if it is resonating, Gemini, get in where you fit in. But as always, don't force yourself into a reading that's not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Gemini? Gemini. Okay, Gemini. Got the Magician there, so you're manifesting things. You're stepping into your power. That is major arcana for Gemini. We have the King of Swords in the reverse, and we have the Five of Pentacles. All right, so something here has been damaged. There's a sense of loss here. It could be financial. You could be trying to manifest more money. Whatever this is, you know, you're deeply manifesting. However, this loss is kind of throwing you a little bit. So be careful in what energy you are manifesting in. There's some kind of a loss, either relationship or financial perhaps. And I do feel like it was created because of possibly some dishonesty or manipulation. Doesn't have to be, but I feel like you're upset about this. You're angry about it. There could be somebody here you're not talking with as well. Let me see who's in your energy. Show me who is in Gemini's energy. Show me who's in Gemini's energy. All right, we have the Nine of Wands in the reverse. We have the Six of Wands reversed, and coming out together, we have the Five of Cups reversed along with the Queen of Swords reversed. All right, so you could be dealing with another air sign, another Gemini, a Libra, Aquarius. I definitely see there's change going on between you and this person. I feel like this is somebody who does want to resolve problems. They want to work things out, but they're tired. They're exhausted. They're feeling a little overwhelmed right now. I also feel like this is somebody that feels like, you know, things between the two of you are not successful. And there's a fear here that other people are watching this and judging the situation. I do feel like they do have some regrets, especially if there was any dishonesty that was here. And I also feel like if this person cut you out, I feel like they regret doing that. It does look like this could be a karmic connection, though. I will definitely say the person in your energy is undergoing some sort of karma or karmic lesson or a karmic cycle. Not so much you, but they, you know, on their side, I definitely see that. So if they did cut you out, they definitely regret that. Let me see the energy between Gemini and this person. This person could be somebody that is easily angered. They could possibly be somebody who is very cutting with their words. All right, we have the Chariot in reverse and the Six of Cups. Yeah, this person's looking back at memories between the two of you, and they're really looking at the good memories. It's like this person feels you're a soulmate. Now, I feel like you've kind of put the brakes on with this person. I don't feel like you're going to be moving towards them. You could actually be manifesting new things in your life, or you could be very focused on money and finances. But I feel like you're kind of putting the brakes on this connection here. It seems a little risky to you at this time. But they're in this energy of regret. They're in this energy of wanting to solve things, looking back at the good memories. Let me see what's affecting this connection. I do feel like this is somebody who's very sensitive to how others view them or view this connection as well. Show me. Thank you. All right, we have the World in reverse along with Judgment. Yeah, they feel like they're being judged. This person feels like they're being judged. Now, in your energy, I do feel like you're angry about whatever has taken place here. But there is a sense here that while you're not moving towards this person currently, that things are not completely over. There's things that are unresolved between you and this person. They do want to reconcile with you, but this person's definitely feeling like they're being judged. Maybe not even as much by you, but you know, other people. They're extremely sensitive to the judgment of other people. So I don't know if you had friends or family that maybe didn't approve of this person. Let me see the outcome at the end of the week for Gemini and this person. Eight of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Yeah, I see you walking away from this person. I do. I see you walking away from this person, moving towards something that you feel is more compatible. I don't think it's going to be easy for you, though. I think it's going to be very difficult. I will say there's a lot of energy showing up in your reading, Gemini, like twice as much in some cases than the energy I normally get. So it looks like there's a lot that has either happened or is going to happen. The person that's in your energy, I feel like it's going to lead, when you walk away from this connection, it's going to leave them feeling very stuck, feeling very regretful for things that have taken place between the two of you. It's a big change that's taking place here, and I do feel like you may feel that this is karmically related, and indeed, I do have to say there is a karmic element. So the bottom of the deck, we have the Hermit in the reverse. That's underlying energy. You could be dealing with a Virgo, but you don't have to be. As an underlying energy, this does indicate that after a break in the communication, there is going to be some communication, or has been. And that's the underlying energy. So let's clarify. Spirit, why is the Magician here for Gemini? All right, so we have the Eight of Wands and the Strength card. So some of you guys are literally trying to move away from this person, like physically move away. Others of you, there's going to be back and forth communication with this person, but I feel like, you know, it's taken a lot for you to move away from this person. It's taken a lot for you to communicate with this person. I feel like you are, you know, really having to dig deep. I also see you really working on yourself, and you're trying to manifest something here. You're trying to manifest a move or communication. Let me see why the King of Swords is in reverse. Oh, there's someone new. Page of Pentacles and the Ten of Coins. Okay. So I definitely see that you might communicate with this person that's in your energy. This looks like somebody from your past. I see that there is somebody new that is in your energy as well. And you may feel like this new person is someone that you could go the distance with. I also feel like with the Ten of Coins here, you're surrounded by close friends or family. And I feel like you feel like they might approve more of this new person than they do of this person. And therefore, that's why this person is feeling very judged. Yeah. Yeah, I do see that. I also feel like you're a little bit angry because there's something here that you still have to resolve with this person. So I don't know if you're in the process of moving or if that's mentally you're in the process of moving forward. So I do see communication. I do see that this was a long-term connection, but I see somebody new here in your energy. You may have just started talking to somebody. Let me see why the Five of Pentacles is here. Yeah, the Chariot. Now, between the two of you, the Chariot's in the reverse, and then we have the Hangman. So you've been waiting, it looks like. I feel like this is a transition. You're in a transitional period, Gemini, and you're moving forward. Some of you physically moving, but you're having to wait. There's a sense here of having to wait, and it's very difficult, but I do see you walking away from this person and moving forward. With the Hangman here, there's a waiting energy to do so, though. So let me see their energy. Why is the Nine of Wands in reverse for Gemini? or the person in Gemini's energy. All right, we have Judgment. Again, I'm seeing that this person feels very judged. They have it twice. And then the Four of Swords in the reverse. So it does look like there is going to be communication. It looks like there was a gap in the communication where, you know, you both kind of took a little break. This person's going to come back to you, and they're going to, I see that there is communication, or will be very shortly, but this person's going to say to you, look, we can work this out. You know, you're my soulmate. You're the person that I have history with, I want to be with. And, you know, we can work this out. We can get back together. We can work on things. Let me see why the Six of Wands is in reverse. So if that hasn't happened, it will. Knight of Swords and the Ace of Wands. So there's some kind of a truth that has come out or is going to come out. It could be about, you know, a hookup or a sexual, you know, connection, or it could be about a brand new beginning, but a truth is coming out. And when that truth comes out, this person that's in your energy is going to feel like that's why things are not successful. So I don't know if you met somebody new and this person's calling you out on it, or if maybe they had some sort of a fling over here and they're admitting that to you, but there's something to do with a passionate beginning, highly sexual, and a truth coming out about that. So, that might be why this person, if it was on their side, that's why this person is feeling judged. Show me the bottom energy for the person in Gemini's energy. All right, we have the Three of Cups reversed, we have the Knight of Cups, and we have the King of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, so basically what I'm seeing here is this person's going to offer you to bring this back together, to get back together. And I feel like they're going to feel like, because I see you not accepting that. When that happens, I feel like you're like, no, I don't want to bring this back together. If this person... So it could be that both of you were unfaithful. It looks like this person got caught doing something. And they're feeling very judged. I feel like you have the support of close friends and family. For some of you, there's a child involved in this mix. But this person's going to try to bring this back together. And I do feel like that you're not going to go for it. You're not going to go for it. You could be dealing with a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy here. I see that pretty strongly, or another air sign. But I do feel like when you say no, this person's going to be very unhappy. I don't see this reconciliation coming together. And I feel like they're going to be unhappy. And they're going to be feeling, you know, angry as well. It could have financial implications for them. So let me look at the energy between Gemini and this person. Yeah, the Moon, something was revealed. And it took a lot for you to have to deal with this or even have this discussion. Knight of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups reversed. Yeah, so this person's going to be the one coming back towards you. They definitely are. You're in the process, Gemini, of reclaiming your power and moving forward. So something was revealed here. Something got, you know, that was hidden was revealed. And I feel like it's taken a lot for you to deal with this. And it looks almost like you couldn't initially move, or you couldn't initially accept what took place here, because there's a blockage in you moving, and I feel like that is opening up now, and you're slowly moving forward. Let me see. Show me what's affecting this connection. Show me what's affecting this connection. Six of Pentacles. Ten of Wands. And the Star card. Yeah, there's a lot of problems here. And it looks to me like you're focusing more on the financial at this point. I do feel that the person in your energy definitely wants to bring this back together. They're going to promise you the sun, the moon, the stars. They're going to promise you everything. I don't know if they're going to be able to deliver that, but they're going to promise you everything. If there has been some sexual impropriety on their part, they're going to tell you the truth about that. If it's been on your behalf, I feel like, you know, they're going to want the truth. But I do feel like you have a lot of support. And I feel like there's some things that are unfinished between you and this person. And it could be financial. There's something here about bringing balance to the situation. And you being very generous in this. So I feel like you might, if there's a financial obligation, because it's earthbound, it's something to do with coins or something, you know, stability perhaps. So and that's what's unfinished. So you might be making some sort of offer to this person. There could be a child involved, and it could be that you're trying to work that out. But I see you as coming across as being balanced, being very generous, and being very supported as well. But this isn't an easy thing to deal with. And I feel like it's taken a lot for you to handle this. There's something unfinished, but I feel like you are navigating it and you're slowly making progress in the situation. Whereas the person in your energy, Gemini, they are very regretful for what has taken place here and they want to bring this back together. I don't feel like you're interested. Let me see your outcome. Show me the outcome between Gemini and this person. Okay, we have the Seven of Wands reversed. We have the Three of Pentacles reversed and the Queen of Pentacles. This person is saying, you are my person. You are my soulmate. We may not be completely on the same page right now, but we can be. We can work this out. They are not budging. They're moving forward. I do feel like this, for a lot of you, like I said, there's a child in the mix or children in the mix, but this is somebody that is not moving forward because they definitely feel like you are their person. So they're going to be angry when you say no and you walk away from this connection. I do see this connection ending. There has been a soul contract or maybe a social contract or even a physical contract if you were married to this person. Some kind of a contract has been broken here, and it's based on the breaking of that contract that you're saying, no, I don't want to fight with you. I just want to move forward. I want to accept my losses and I want to move forward. I don't want the argument. I don't want the fight. And I do feel like you've waited to move forward from this. So I do feel that, you know, you're kind of overcoming all of this stuff. You're going to walk away from this because of the broken contract. And the person that's in your energy, they're going to still try to, you know, bring this back together. They're going to be crushed that you're not willing to do so. Bottom of the deck is the Four of Cups in the reverse. And this indicates to me as an underlying energy that this is, you know, a situation where because of past events and possible third-party energy, the love has really drained out of that connection. So I do see you moving forward. All right, I'm going to pull an oracle card, pulling for Gemini. Let's see if you have any further advice. Pulling for Gemini. All right, so we have number 19. It says, who in the world are you? Getting to know the new you. And remember, I said that you were going through a lot of changes. Give me a second and I'm going to read that. All right, it says, a fascination with getting to know yourself again, growing into a new self, defying assumptions about who you are, an exploration of the self and questioning who you've been told you are, changing at a very deep level, the readiness to evolve and experiment to come to a greater self-knowledge. Yeah. So you're going through a lot of change here, Gemini, and you're getting to know the new you. All right, I hope that this has been helpful for you, Gemini. If you have resonated with this reading, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Hype the video if you can. And until I see you in your next reading, Gemini, know that you are loved, and namaste.